Hello there, welcome to my channel. This is a speed build for The Sims 3 and I am making a holiday shop today. So this is going to be a store slash cafe. I wanted to have multi-purpose because with the stores in particular, there's not much to do besides, having your Sims purchase stuff and then leave. So at least there's another reason for them to be on the lot, so it's going to be a cafe on one side and then the big portion will be where the holiday store is. You see I'm building like a little side building that's going to be a tiny little cafe, and maybe it could even be a cafe that the owner of the Christmas holiday shop owns, and it's like a side business that they have or something. I don't know. You could different stories if you wanted to, but there are a couple of store items that I use in this build that are not free items. They're ones that I like. This piece here on top of the roof. It's like a Victorian top of roof piecing, but I don't know where it's from. It might be from Midnight Hollow, but I'm not 100% sure. But for most of the other stuff, besides I think one or two sets of hanging lights, everything else is pretty much stuff that is free from the store, and that is kind of what inspired me to do this build in the first place, because I never use these items and it is around the holiday season for many people, and I wanted to try to do something different. I have never done a fully holiday themed sort of build before, so this was something new for me. And yeah, so the store sets, so if you don't have them and you don't know how to get to them, you do have to go to the Sims 3 store website. There is going to be a section that says gift/holidays, and there are a lot of different categories there. There's stuff for all different kinds of holidays there. Most of them are free. Some of them are not, but I've only used the ones that are free because those are the only ones that I have. And yeah, I kind of do a mix of different holidays. I also add in a little bit of I guess you could say fall time. Maybe this store is just starting to, I don't know, maybe they have a little section for when it's autumn, or maybe they're starting to turn into the winter time, so they still have a little bit of the autumn section left over, and they're trying to sell the rest that was left, things little stories like that. I also totally forgot, which this is very important, I don't know how I missed this, but you need the Savvy Seller collection for this to work. I probably should have said that first. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I'm recording this voiceover late at night, and this build took me a long time as well. But yeah, the Savvy Seller collection, if you don't have that, it's not going to be a functional store, because you need the register and the shelves and the rugs that come with this, because that's how you set things for sale and that's how people purchase stuff. So there's that information that I feel like is quite important when it comes to this build. Again, with this build, I will always have two separate links for you to go and download this. There will be a Sims 3 Exchange one, and then there'll be one on Sim File Share, which will be a package file. And yeah, I go full holiday theme with this. The giant snowman, what is that called? A snow globe. I never use that. I totally forget it exists. There's so many things from that holiday set that I literally just never touch. Just because I don't know if it's just me, but with The Sims 3 in particular, because we only have the festivals and we get one holiday sort of thing, but there's no real warning necessarily except for when it's about to happen, I don't always pay attention to what day we are into the season because I'm so busy with my Sims lives. So I tend to forget to do different decorations specifically for winter time. I'll sometimes do things for fall because I love when they pumpkin carve and stuff like that, but I forget to decorate the inside of their house because it's just so much effort and I'm trying to play and things like that. So I don't always think about those things. So I don't really use these items that much, but I would like to use them more, and I feel like having a store where they can come purchase this stuff gives you more incentive to do so, and make it seem like they're going holiday shopping. I think that's cute. I added some toys, so I believe the Savvy Seller collection comes with that toy machine, the toys that you make from it. I think it was one whole collection. So if you do have the Savvy Seller collection, you should have the toy machine, the toys that come with it, I believe. If not, I'm so sorry, but I take some of the toys from Debug that you make with that machine, and I added them to the store, and I put a tiny little section to make it a little holiday toy section. So this is kind of all your decoration and your gift needs, so I wanted to have different things there. There's also some things from Seasons that I use that I never really use either, so that's that. Also, I totally forgot, I think there's one or two trees that I use in this build that I think are free from the store, but they're from Earth Day, so you would have to download them if if you don't have them. I think they're like an Earth Day set they gave a long time ago. I totally forgot to say that, but I was looking at the video as I'm like talking and I'm remembering things. If you hear something snap, I'm so sorry. It's literally my wrist. My wrist just snapped, so that's really great. Anyway, so yeah. I try to really clutter this up. I try my best. I do want it to, of course, be functional. And also, it's a Sims 3. Even with having a bunch of store items, there's only so much decor and like objects that they give you, because a lot of it was, of course, gameplay. So objects were a little bit less of a priority, you know what I mean? So I tried to do my best with what I could to decorate it and make it feel like a really busy holiday shop. I didn't really like, I was thinking of doing some things with like crates and stuff like that, but I felt like there wasn't enough space for it for routing purposes. So I decided to just let that go and just do like, you know, to make it as cluttered and busy as I could without it not being functional. You know what I mean? I do have a montage of photos at the end of this, so stay tuned. I always do that. I will say this, I don't show most of the cafe. I was actually starting to get a bit burnt out. Like I was building this for so long. I did this in like one sitting and like on and off. So it took me a while and I was starting to lose momentum, but I pulled through. But some of it was off camera. I think sometimes I have to turn off the recording in order to feel like I'm in a proper mindset to continue building, because otherwise I feel pressure. So it's a weird thing, I guess. I don't know. You do see a bit of the cafe being designed on the inside at the end of this, right before the photo montage. So, but I don't show like the actual color scheme and everything, so I'm really sorry about that. You'll see it in photos. I also show like parts of like the back of the building and things like that, because I don't show some of that on camera. Like I said, I kind of do some stuff off camera at that point because it was getting to be so late and I'm also recording this really late at night, so yeah. But I hope you enjoy this speed build, and if you do want to download this build, I mentioned before that there will be 2 different options. You can do a sim file share, or there will be one on the Sims 3 exchange. If you did like this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button to see more. I would really appreciate it. I hope to see you in the next one, and take care. Bye.